Okay, so I've basically saved the best for last. This is something that's a fully passive, fully done for you, fully automated solution. Basically, what we do, if you're like this idea, basically we would send you exclusive, booked, confirmed appointments for an estimate. So the idea is basically, as it says, pay per estimate. So just to think about this, I mean, there's no time involved, there's no energy involved. It's just basically ROI investment. When you think about the buying funnel, so when you don't have to worry about any of these considerations. So how many impressions or views turn into clicks? So we're talking about impressions and views of your website or your GMB or your videos or whatever else, social media. How many of those impressions and views turn into actual clicks? And then how many of those clicks turn into, phone calls or web form submissions, basically generated leads? How many of those leads turn into booked appointments for an estimate? And how many of those booked appointments actually show up? So you can see there's a lot of leakage over here. Obviously, it depends specifically on your numbers, but in general, there's a lot of leakage that happens over here. So when you're paying for Google Ads, for example, you're paying for clicks. When you're paying for Facebook ads, you're paying for impressions. And likewise, not all of these impressions and clicks end up becoming booked appointments that actually show up. So with this service that we offer, it's only you pay only for appointments that actually show up, where you can provide an in-home estimate or on-site estimate. And now the only question you need to consider is how many estimates provided turn into paid invoices, turn into paying clients. So that's where we get the at least minimum 5x ROI guaranteed, because what we do is we work backwards from a service that brings at least a minimum of $5,000 in revenue. And of course, many of you guys' services can run into the 5 figures and above. So if it's at least $5,000 for the service, that's what we're going to be sending you appointment or estimate request for. And then going back from there, let's say even like a worst case scenario, your sales team does a really lousy job, and out of 10 meetings for an estimate, out of 10 estimates that you provide, maybe only one of them closes. And so if you're paying like $250 or $300 per estimate, that's for 10, that's like $2,500 or $3,000. One of them closes, that gives you at bare minimum $5,000. So already you have an ROI, but especially if you're doing big projects like roof replacements or custom landscaping or window replacements or solar panel installations or flooring, luxury vinyl flooring, things like that. So these kind of projects can bring you, 5 figures, and that's where you get a very handsome, attractive ROI with that. Again, these are exclusive appointments only, so they're not shared. And I'm just going to actually walk you through how we do this, but just briefly, again, pay per estimate. There's no sign-up or setup fee. There's no monthly retainers, no long-term contracts. Again, it's not a pay-per-lead or a pay-per-click setup or system. There's no shared leads or bidding wars. It's exclusively for you. It's like a custom campaign made for your business. And because it's fully automated and done for you, there's no added work or stress for your sales team. You guys don't have to do any follow-up, any lead nurturing. It's literally just handing you estimates on a silver platter, booked into your calendar. Like usually we would use Google Calendar. That's the website we can find for more information about it. But again, the benefits are exclusive, not shared. These are high quality. We pre-qualify them. So it's only the most motivated property owners who would be fed into your calendar and booked. Again, you don't have to waste any time and energy, nurturing these leads and turning them into jobs or estimates. You see results on average between 1 and 3 weeks. Again, that just goes back to how much competition and how much searching is going on for those services. It's predictable and consistent. It's not like depending on sporadic referrals. And again, it's a guaranteed 5 to 10x ROI, minimum 5x ROI. Because again, we work backwards from your from the revenue that you would generate from these services. So let me actually show you what that looks like. So whether we start with ads or whether we start with other ways that we bring in these leads to these campaigns, Google ads, Facebook ads, Google My Business, video, like local video marketing. There's different ways to do it, but it's all gets fed into a chatbot. So it can either look like this, like pretend this is a website here, but you have a chatbot on the bottom right corner. It says click to schedule an appointment. So the person clicks, and this is the same chatbot that you saw on the other screen. So this is just an example for a previous roofing client that we had in Arlington, Texas. They wanted like storm damage roof replacements specifically. But one thing to notice there is that, let's say the person closes, there's more encouragement and motivation. So 0 down financing for new roofs. So again, they're looking at something that, okay, this looks interesting, let me click again. Or let's say that this is another option where it's like a full page chatbot. This is the only thing that they'll see, and so they pretty much have to react to this or interact with it. So they say, yes, we're looking for roofing services. And this is like a very conversational, very easy to interact with. Can we have your full name? So first, last, thanks first. It would have their name over here. Glad to meet you. So how can we help you today? So the client that we did this for, they didn't want anything to do with minor roof repairs. They only wanted major roof repairs or basically full roof replacements, new roof, right? So if the person were to select minor roof repairs, which the client didn't want, that we would confirm that, and then it would give them a 1-800 number to call. This is like a call center where the client would call and get that service taken care of. But that would like basically remove away any leads that this client didn't want. So if we refresh again, and we'll just go through this quickly again. So just giving information, we serve all of Dallas-Fort Worth area. Were you looking to get roofing services now? Let's say yes. Obviously, if they say no, that's not qualified. So let's put it the full name, David Rogers, just some fake name. Thanks, David. And then over here, I'm going to say I want a full roof replacement. So that's good. So now it goes into the sequence over here. So what type of property? Is it a commercial or industrial property? Is it a townhome? Is it single family? Let's say single family. So now it's going to ask the questions to the clients. And all these questions are customizable. Whatever questions you want that will help you, identify your ideal client and be able to close them the best way. So, but obviously we make sure that this is the owner or the authorized person to make decisions. Yes, I am. And then it just goes through a few questions about the property. So how old is the roof? Let's say it's like 15 to 20 years. Got it. Has your roof been damaged by recent storms? So they can either put that, yes, there has been a recent storm damage or like hailstorm damage, for example. Or if there's other major damage not related to storms or just normal wear and tear. So let's say this one. So each of these questions, the way they answer, it branches out. And all of this is collected. And I'll show you. So let's say this is a 2,000 to 3,000 square foot property. How many stories is it? 3 stories. Any preference for a roofing material that you desire. And so they can select their choices here. So it can either be like asphalt shingles, shale, wood, composite, metal. Let's say they want metal. Or if they want a custom other, they can put in what they desire. But let's say metal, and then they hit enter. And this helps us prepare your free estimate. So do you need any other services? So let's say they want some siding work done, or gutter work done, roof sealants or coatings, or none of these. So let's say none of these. And press enter. Okay, and this is just telling them that this contractor has in-house insurance adjusters, so they can take care of any insurance claim. So the client prospect would be selecting either, yes, I need your help with taking care of my insurance claim, so that's a good service that they offer, or they'll be handling it themselves, or they'll be paying cash out of pocket, or whatever else. I mean, again, these are all customizable. So let's just click this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get yourself booked for an appointment. Yes, that sounds great. So they go ahead and it will open up the calendar where they can pick a date. So let's say they want to pick a date of November 1st, right? And then they pick a time, let's say 11 a.m. and press enter. Okay, and in here they can add to their calendar either now or later, but also we're going to be following up with them for that purpose. And then here they're asking for the email. So basically what it is, I don't want to actually submit this, but it just asks them for their email, their phone number, and their zip code. Now we don't ask them for their address, because we've noticed that when we ask for their address, there's a lot of people that hesitate putting their address, online on the internet. So we actually leave that question out. We just ask for their zip code, as well as their phone number and email. And all of these answers then automatically get fed into this Google Sheet. So I erased some of the actual previous clients here. This is just a dummy entry, so to speak. I've hired two developers to help me with this, because incorporated into the sheets, if we go to tools, there's a code, there's a script behind the sheet that does all of the automation, right? So all of the questions, so this says the timestamp, so when the client would have entered this chatbot and answered those questions, it has their name, their zip code, their email, phone number, what's the main service needed, the roof replacement, the property type, are they the owner, what's the property age, was there any storm damage, so there's no storm damage, what's the property size, how many stories, what type of material, so he's chose the tile roofing, any other services like gutters or siding, no, how are they paying with financing, and the appointment details, so they schedule an appointment for, again, this is a dummy entry, but the appointment would have been scheduled for April 20, on a certain time. So this information is collected, and then it merges into a document automatically. So this is what it looks like. So you as the contractor would receive something like this. So these are the details, the submission dates, obviously it's about roofing. Here's the name. Obviously it will give the actual information, the zip code, phone number. Are you the property owner? Yes. These are some other questions here. So what's the priority or urgency from 1 to 5? They're saying 4. What's your current budget for this project, including help with insurance or warranty, 10 to 20,000. So all these questions are customizable, obviously. Property type residential, the size, the age of the roof, or since the last roof install, the desired type of roofing material, composite here, how many stories or levels, any of these other services as well. So this is where they say gutter or siding work as well. Any other details about the project. And then please select a date for the appointment and the time to be contacted. So that gets fed into into the Google Calendar. So we would get access to that. It gets fed into the Google Calendar, and you also get notifications through that. So this system in here, it would provide automatic notifications with SMS and email, both to you and to the client. I mean, to you as a client and to the homeowner. So what happens is once we confirm with the homeowner, this is the key over here, customer SMS response. Once we confirm with the homeowner that yes, they did meet you, the contractor, for the estimate, they say the answer yes over here, and this is what triggers the charge, the payment charge. So this is how we keep track of and how we implement this idea of pay per estimate. So on the back end, we have these settings here. So one thing I want to point out is we only have space to put in one company, one business over here. And so literally it's impossible for us to be able to share these appointments with others because this is the only place where we can add the information over here. Once we get down to here, this is where we put in the text of the SMS messages. Okay. This is where we have the roofer information. This is the roofer phone number. Again, these are fake. This is a roofer email, roofer location that they service, the roofer name, the roofing company. So in terms of the alerts, so we send out a alert when their credits to purchase new estimates come down to close to zero, and email as well. This is done all automatically. Congratulations, you've received a new booked appointment for roofing services. You can access the appointment details at this link. So it generates a automatic link, which is what, when you click that link, this is what you receive in your SMS notification. When you click that PDF link, it opens up, this is what you see, basically. This is the information that you get. And then it sends you an appointment reminder. So you have an appointment for an on-site inspection at this date and time with this customer name, who can be reached at this customer phone number. So it's very convenient for you. When you receive that text, you have everything what you need right there. And then it also sends appointment reminders to the homeowner themselves. You have an appointment today, that same morning for roofing services at this time with this company name, who can be reached at this company phone number. That's going to be like your phone number. And then after that, that date of that appointment, the next day following, we send a SMS message that says, hey, this is the quality assurance team over at company name that we insert over here. Just making sure that you got to meet with the contractor yesterday and were taken care of. So once they reply yes to that, that's what triggers the decreasing credits. So if they, for example, start at 36 credits each time we get to confirm that an estimate was given, it's -1 credit, and so on and so forth, right? So that gets fed into your Google Calendar, and then you also can get notifications as well in your Google Calendar, and then as well the homeowner can schedule that into their own calendar, whether it's a Google Calendar or an Apple Calendar or any other application like a Yahoo Calendar. They're able to do that. So this is exactly how we implement this. We have these chatbots already, pre-built. This is all templated. We just kind of plug in, ready to go, hit the ground running. That's the walkthrough of how to do it. So just to kind of summarize this whole thing, this is the end of the course, as we say. These were the 10 methods that you can choose. Obviously, it's your choice depending on whether you have more money or whether you have more time. Pick the best one. You can review the videos one by one to see what it's about. And then obviously, if you have any questions, this is how to reach me. So this is my email. If you want to send a text message, this is the number to send. If you want to communicate through Facebook Messenger, that's the link over here. Or if you want to schedule a call with me, a brief call to go over whatever questions you have, you can do that through here as well. So hopefully this has been of some help to you, some value to you. Again, I'm not really selling anything. It's for you to consider only. If it sounds attractive to you and if it will help you there. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me over here. And hopefully I get to learn more about your business and communicate with you. I'd love to learn more about what you do as well. With that said, Have a good evening.